What up, guys? It's Sync. Today I'm here in the Gate HQ, and today I'm going to be actually doing something a little new today. As for AQ making a new release for the beginners instead of the old one, so I thought I should do a couple of videos helping out the new guys. Alright, so this video is going to be on how to read your character overview and your stats and whatnot. Alright, let's get into it. First, there's two ways you can access your character overview. One, by hitting the character button and going to stats and class. I almost forgot it for a second. You go to your stats and class and it'll pop up right here. Or you can just mash C for character overview. Boop. Just like that. Alrighty. Alright, let's get into this. Okay. Mainly what your class overview is for is looking at your stats, your attack power, spell power, your auto attack damage and speed, damage per second, your description about the class, how you regain mana, and the skills, all in one little box here. This is my glory. This is my shrine. I love looking at the character overview, and I love this is mainly how I test out enhancers and see what's good for it, and I see how everything balances. And I'll make sure I do an enhancement video maybe later on in the week. Alright, let's talk about the main points here. Alright, let's talk about your attack power. This is basically what physical classes need. The stronger your attack power is, the stronger your physical damage on your skills are. So any class that has physical damage skills, mainly your auto attack is going to be physical damage. This is going to increase that damage as well. So this is very vital to fighter type classes. And your next one is spell power. This one is mainly for casters, aka wizards, and all things that uses magical powers and whatnot, putting more damage to their skills. This increases your magical damage on your attacks. Some classes like Chrono Dragonite, I believe Bard, regular Dragonite have magical auto attack, so this is very, the higher the spell power is, the stronger your magical abilities are. Okay, now let's go on to your damage range and DPS. DPS means damage per second. Depending on your enhancements and what range weapon you have, it gives you an average damage per second, which is vital to some classes like Berserker and Doom Knight, who attack, one of their skills attack, 100% off their damage per second, so that's very important to know. This is basically the damage you expect to normally hit before any buffs or debuffs, meaning that's what it means. Okay. So this right here is your range. See, right now I'm completely stable right here. This is completely stable. 32 base range. Not 30 base range equal up to 60, meaning this weapon's completely stable. 2.0 weapon speed. What people don't get about this, when they see weapons are like, oh, 2.0 weapon speed and whatnot, it doesn't matter about that. It matters about the auto attack. Your weapon speed is your auto attack. See, 2-second cooldown, which is 2.0 weapon speed. So right now, if I change my class to maybe something that has a lower weapon speed, like a Arachnomancer with a 1.5 auto attack cooldown, now my weapons changed to 1.5 speed and 1.5 speed. Okay, guys. Now let's start about the the stats and how you read them. Okay. So right here you have 6 stats: your strength, intellect, endurance, dexterity, wisdom, and luck. These are this help you enhance your skills. You use your enchantments to boost your skills on your classes and whatnot, so you can do more damage or choose something that you're more comfortable with. Let's talk about strength. This one completely revolves around your attack power, which boosts your physical damage. And it also increases your critical strike damage for melee classes, meaning physical classes that mainly focus on their melee attacks. So this is wonderful. See, right now I'm an Archfiend. Now Archfiend is a caster. As you see, my spell power is super low. My attack power is super low and my spell power is really high because this is a caster, not a physical class. Let me switch to a physical class real fast. Okay, Berserker. As you see, they almost completely flipped. Although fighter classes have a little bit weaker than spell classes because how strong their auto attack is compared to a spell caster. Okay, as you see now, my strength is completely notched here, maxed out with physical, meaning I'm gonna not critical chance strike. It increases your critical strike damage. That's most thing that people don't realize. Increases your critical strike damage, not your crit chance. Okay, let's talk about the second one, intellect. This basically increases your magic power based on your spell power. The stronger your intellect is going to increase your spell power, doing more damage off the skills, or auto attack if they're a magical auto attack. And this also improves haste for caster classes. That's why if you see full archer and full healer, all wizard classes, you have over a 30% haste buff, which is really nice. That's when you completely revolve around intellect skills, increasing your damage to your skills and whatnot. Basically, let me put on back archery real fast for you guys. Okay, where's it at? Oh, right up there. Archfiend. Alrighty. Now, as you see, they completely flipped again, as my intellect is more higher than my attack power, of course. And also see my haste is increased a little bit higher than the fighter classes because they focus on critical strike damage, because Berserker was about 35%, and now it dropped to 19% because I'm a caster, but my haste is more increased, more than usual for a caster. Alright, let's talk about endurance. This 100% contributes to your HP, your hit points, which meaning your red bar right here. This basically helps out classes that revolve around high or low HP, like the higher health you have, the stronger your heartbeat will hit on healer, or the lower health you have, the stronger your soul ram will hit on soul cleaver. So endurance is really important to classes that basically run off the game of endurance, like Dragonlord with Lifestealer and whatnot. That's your main hidden move right there. Also with Cursed Blood, but that's with mana points, and we'll talk about that later. Okay, that's basically sums up endurance. The higher you can get endurance, depending on your dexterity, and your dexterity and endurance, they both help out each other mainly, which is mainly important for physical classes. The higher your attack power, you use more of a fighter build, your endurance is going to be a lot higher, and your dexterity is going to raise a little bit. If you want more dexterity, I would prefer you go thief with it to increase your dexterity. Alright, let's talk about it right now. This is basically what evasives feed off of. This is valid for melee classes. Evasives are melee classes. It increases haste, hit chance, and evasion chance, and it only increases evasion chance for caster classes. Now, when it means, this is mainly supposed to be directly for melee classes, but to even it out, they gave a caster a little bit of ability if some people like to use thief and whatnot on the caster classes. Excuse me, because I know people who use thief on like Dracomancer to increase their haste and dodge, while they're using the Stallion's Wings to double their haste and with the nice damage resistance. That's a good tactic to use. It's all about finding what you're comfortable with. That basically sums up dexterity. Rogues, Blade Master, Dragon Shinobi, Orc Evader revolve around dexterity. Oh, let me just go back and do this too. There's strength, Dragon Lord, Defender, Berserker, Lycan, Warrior. All these focus on strength. Sorcerer, Healer, Dark Blood, Storm King, anything that focuses around spell, magical moves, Archfiend will mainly focus on intellect. Endurance, this is kind of a tricky one. Classes that focus on high and low HP, like let's say Blood Titan, Dragon Shinobi, Legion Paladin, Soul Cleaver, just a couple classes just to name off the back that really focuses on endurance. Alright guys, let's talk about the wisdom. Now this is basically what I like to call wisdom, is the evasive form of a caster. You got your melee evasive, and then you got your magical evasive. This is basically the same thing as dexterity and whatnot, but this increases your hit chance, crit chance, and evasion chance, and it only improves the evasion chance for melee classes. It sounds very familiar, right guys? So this is basically the evasion form of a melee class, but there's not a lot of caster classes that really focus on evasive. They mainly focus on hit chance and making sure that your spells hit the target, which is that's why it's called Spellbreaker, but the most wisdom increases the most wisdom stats. Now for wisdom classes, Spellbreaker classes like Evolve Shaman, Oracle, and Battle Mage, those are the only 4 Spellbreakers in the whole game. And I really recommend that AE makes more of these, because it's just a low number of them. We need more to even out the balance of the classes. There's more evasives right around the spellbreakers. I know a lot of people who love to be spellcasters other than evasive classes. Alright, let's talk about the last one. This is your luck stat. This is basically your overall, increases your overall value to all classes, and it really helps out classes that excel with the game of chance. Now, luck, what mainly luck does, increases everything a little bit. Mainly what it increases your hit chance, evasion chance, and crit chance. Some of the dexterity and wisdom. So spellbreaker classes and evasive classes really are really nice with luck, because it increases all of their main points that helps them survive in battle. And classes that survive off the game of chance, like Card Clasher, Chaos Shaper, Evolved Leprechaun. What's another one? I can't think right now, guys. Yeah, Card Clasher, Chaos Slayer, Evolved Leprechaun. I'm probably missing one or two, maybe. But yeah, that's just the basic. They mostly increase your critical strike chance, which is really nice as well. And I'm looking in my classes to see if I missed one. I don't think I have. I think there's only 3 classes that go off the game of chance. That's what it's looking like, guys. But on the other hand, yeah, luck classes, full luck is the best thing to go on luck classes. It increases the chance, increases the crit, hit, and the evasion. It's just, they're honestly devastating with the white weapon range. The thing about luck is you already know what your enhancement is. It's just to find the right weapon to find the right fucking damage for the shit. And I don't know, I kind of got blah 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 on that one, but it's okay. Okay, let's talk about the right side. This is your class overview for your classes. Now, this is just your simple. I mean, you can just change it up, and whatever class description is going to be, it might be a little bit longer, but it tells you. This basically tells you how the class will work. Arachnomancers are the masters of web and command of the spiders at their fingertips. They possess keen intellect and intellect of stealth. Gosh. Their web weaving skills are only matched by how quickly they can inject toxic venom into their prey. Now, meaning what it's saying is, you have to wait your time and wait for the perfect time to strike. This is telling you how to use the class indirectly and tell you what you need, intellect and stealth. So you're going to lean on intellect and dexterity, thus creating a really good build for the class. Now this is your mana regeneration tips. Most people don't really get when I say warrior base, mage base, and rogue base. Meaning, so this has a rogue base, meaning it strikes an enemy in combat, more effective on crits, and dodges an attack, which increases his HP as well. That's a rogue base, and I'm going to show you guys now this is a mage base actually, but I'm actually going to put on a mage class so you get the concept. Now this is the main base. It gains mana from all hits landed in combat, especially on crits. The amount depends on you relative to their own HP total, meaning more health, more mana. You want to keep your health more higher to get more mana regain while you land hits in succession. Alright, let's talk about the fighter. Let's see, fighter right here, Lycan. Okay, as you see, Lycans gain mana when they strike an enemy or are struck in combat, meaning I take a hit and I give a hit, and you'll also gain mana if I take one or give one, which is really good for classes with warrior base, meaning that you really want to reflect around endurance to help you out with that build. That's why fighter enhancers are really good with classes with warrior bases. Alright, and also let's talk about classes that don't have a base. Most hybrids don't really have a base. Let's see, okay, Assassin. Assassin's a hybrid. Oh, it didn't change. Why didn't it change? There you go. Assassins gain mana when they land the first strike in combat or strike an enemy in combat or cast Shadow Blade without Shadow Blade. Some classes don't have a base, guys. It's completely normal with some classes that don't have a base, like Paladin. It's a hybrid as well. It gains mana when they strike an enemy or struck an enemy in combat while Zale is active, meaning it doesn't really have a base. It needs to revolve around a skill to gain its mana. What's another class? I call it a chrono base. because chrono classes depend on dealing damage under the effects of temporal rift. There's another one. Death Knight doesn't have a base. It just gains mana for doing damage. Period. It just, the more damage that they take, the more mana that Death Knight gains, which is pretty cool actually. I wouldn't mind if they do more of those like that. Other than that, I don't think there's really a base that really severs off the typical bases on a class here. Not that I know of. Healer, yeah, I forgot about Healer. Healer has a pretty tricky. They basically go off the warrior base, but they have to have the skill to do it. Okay, Healer's mana regained through the 2 abilities. When Healer is casted on a friendly target, any damage that by that target returns mana to the healer. When energy flow is casted on a hostile target, any strike that lands on this target returns mana to the healer. Basically, if I hit energy flow and it puts it on the opponent, if they hit me and I take damage, I regain mana back as well. And also, see, it says it right here in the skill. And also, if I cast healing, if I heal on the target, excuse me, if I cast energy flow on the target, whoever I healed, I would gain mana from if they hit that target while they heal. The energy flows on the target as well. This is kind of very complex, but if you know your hero class, you know exactly what I mean. Alright guys, this is basically, I'm about to hit almost 18 minutes. Alright guys, this sums up this video. Like and share with all your friends, subscribe for more videos. Next up, I forgot to do Chrono Corrupt the Blood Red. I'm probably going to do that later on today, and maybe another video for all the times that I missed because of the Super Bowl and yada 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 and all this other stuff. After that, go into enhancements. I'm Sync. Catch you guys later. See y'all.
I am my father's son, cause he's a phantom, a mystery, and that leaves me nothing. Many times if you wanted to die, it's too late for me. All you have to do is get rid of me. You can't take California without money.